I haven't played Battlefield 6 in a while, but I hopped on and finally Cairo Bazaar. This is a great map and brought back a lot of memories from Battlefield 3 Grand Bazaar. Finally, EA is heading in the right direction with this franchise because, to be honest, when the game released, it was the most sold game at that point in time. The hype was real and it just dwindled down. We barely got any maps. The gunplay was too simple, too easy, and there was so much cheese in the game. I am being a little critical, but that's to be fair. Think about how gaming used to be 10 years ago. Developers, they put their passion and pride. Every single map they developed had a unique feeling, and everyone got that experience and had that feeling of joy. This game, majority of the time, was so frustrating. That's why I haven't been playing it in months. But finally, this map is kind of okay. You can take different type of routes. You can go along the side skirts, go into the middle, and the guns, after the updates, they do feel a lot better. Look at this. You just light them up with those synthetic rounds, and it's just looking simple. I do agree with the update to add limb multipliers. I cannot believe a game in 2026 has no limb multipliers for shots. That's just too easy. Also, the laser beaming in the past. I don't know why DICE was making so many changes, but now they look like they finally listened to the feedback from the community. There are so many amazing creators out there, experts, and they've played the games for tens of years. And you know, DICE, EA, they just avoided everyone's feedback for the last 8 months. But you know, all the people are gone. They must be in panic mode. Nobody's buying their skins. Nobody's buying their battle passes. And now, we're in the situation where we're in, where they finally have to listen to us, and it's actually kind of getting fun. Gun balance has also been a pretty hot topic. I'm using arguably one of the best guns in the game right here, the M417, but throughout the clips, I'll switch it up. I think that DICE is experimenting. They had this meta before, where the pay-to-win guns were absolutely insane, and then they'll nerf it in the next update. This is highly unethical. Might I touch on the grind of getting guns? I've never had to grind for hours and hours just to unlock basic accessories for the guns. The silencers, absolutely essential. The way the developers have made this game is kind of ruining the experience if you play for too long. Because all of this auto spotting, it just removes the challenge from being tactical. Every time you shoot your gun in a close radius, you get lit up like Christmas lights. Just look at all these noobs over here lining up in a row. They don't realize that they're getting cooked. To be fair, they're all bots. I live in Oceania, and where did all the players go? If I'm playing at night, there's only 1 or 2 servers. You have to wait ages for a match. EA, in my opinion, they really fumbled the bag. Think about all the potential they had. Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, those were bangers. And you even have Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, they were okay. How did we go down this slippery slope of corporate gaming and try to just make everything by subscription and pay to win? Do not follow this Call of Duty line where you have to make games every single year. Battlefield is better than this, right? As a franchise, why are we developing hero shooters like Battlefield 2042? Even this game, how the classes, the guns are all unlocked for across each of them. It just makes them more simple. And that is a part of gaming which I believe has truly passed. The ability for people to play well and get rewarded. There's too many casuals out there, and the companies, all they think about is making them not suffer too much, giving them all these easy, cheesy mechanics where they could kill the best player on the other team and not have to cry about going 0-25. The skill level, I don't think the difference is as big as before. There's also no skill-based matchmaking in this game, which is a positive, but that also means the casuals are less likely to stay on if they're getting smoked by the pros at the top of the leaderboards. As much as they say they fixed the game, I instantly spawned and there's a guy in front of me. What type of cheesy spawn is this? And the map design, it is okay. It roughly follows the same layout as Grand Bazaar, but I personally think I like the original better. There's a lot of buildings and stuff here, but you can flatten everything and there's absolutely no lines of sight of defense. It's just absolute long-range fest outside of the middle area. The LAVs, the vehicles, kind of operate in the same way as before. EA has made a bunch of changes to vehicles. Why do they keep buffing, nerfing? It's so confusing what they're trying to achieve. I can't even be bothered to look at the patch notes because every few months it's completely different. And these vehicles, these people, a lot of the casuals, they don't know how to play properly. So even the flow of the game is a little bit strange. You don't have people repairing the vehicles. You got dudes just running around, don't know what to do. And the games, in my experience on Conquest, they're always one-sided. One team absolutely steamrolls the other team. and they don't know the tactics. Remember the old days? You would drive this guy straight up into the middle. They've blocked that now. And all of the RPG changes, nerfing, buffing, nerfing, buffing. I don't know what's going on there. Snipers in this game, absolutely absurd. No recoil, no ADS time, and laser beam. Don't need to do anything to do with bullet drop. You just fire and a guy hits almost like a hit scan. Absolutely absurd. And also, the auto spawning in this game is absolute cheese. If you're a sniper, you look at the guy and he's turned into a Christmas light. In this position, you see him lit up on that minimap and the teammates just go in and farm that kill. There's nothing you can do if you get spotted by a recon. Sometimes I think, why is the sweet spot mechanism even in the game? It's just so simple. You fire at the body and they're dead. They did reduce the range in the latest update, but still very simple of a game. Remember the rangefinder cheese? You could just make it so that bullet drop didn't even need to be a problem whatsoever. No scope right there. A lot of guys aggregating around each other. It's a very casual driven game. And even the SMGs, I don't know how they would balance it like this, where pre-patch, the SMGs, you could shoot people the same range as ARs. I mean, in what universe is this realistic? You can just light people up from 25, 50 meters, even 75 meters. They got so lazy that they didn't even bother to balance the weapons in a way to make them feel unique. Everything feels the same if you low-key think about it. All the attachments, even though they have so many of them, you can only put the ones that you need to make it the best. And all these dudes camping in the corners, finally they put on the filter to make you able to see them. Because dudes just be sitting in the corner the whole game. It's so annoying. See what I mean by the lines of sight? You just shoot with the SMG and they die. I think that this needs to be addressed, which they have in this update. But I'm barely burst firing at all in this game. But despite all of the criticism, it is fun. I haven't played something like this in a while. Hopefully there's more changes coming up. We need more maps as well. And you might have experiences like this. You're shooting dudes, you're running around. This is the excitement that you would have got in the old games. Don't know where people are, just going to start randomly firing. And you're just caught in a scramble, not knowing what to do. Isolated in the corner of the map. There's 5 guys around you. Have nowhere to run. Jump out the window and then see half the team over there. And you're dead.